Could it be? But me, your man, Louie T. Welcome to another brand new episode of the Card Collector series. I, of course, am your set man, Louie T. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoy this content, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button for more great content. Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And also hit the like button as it helps this channel grow immensely. So, at the end of every one of these podcast episodes, we have a pack rip. This episode is no different. At the end, we will open up a 2021 Donruss Elite NFL value pack. And yes, I am getting sick and tired of the Donruss Elite NFL cards myself. So I understand your pain. We're almost at the very bitter end. Okay, we know we're not going to get any big hits or any heat out of this pack. We haven't gotten anything out of these value packs. So I'm just trying to remain patient with them because it's almost over. But that said, it's a perfect transition and segue into today's topic. And if you don't love or care to hear of today's topic, fast forward, feel free to the end of the video where we get to the pack rip. So, hunting for cards in the wild has been an adventure to say the least. I mean, we've talked about it on a couple of different occasions in a roundabout way here on the podcast, but today specifically, I want to get into the meat and potatoes of what it's been like out in the wild hunting for cards. So, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately and seeing everyone else on the quest for what seems like the never-ending quest and hunt for cards. It's something that everyone that is in the hobby that isn't looking to spend top dollar is after. Cards in the wild because they're cheaper that way. Okay, they're cheaper that way to get them through a retail outlet. And my mind has been blown over the last month watching some of these YouTube videos at all the places that sell cards. First of all, what would even possess someone to go into a Cracker Barrel looking for cards? And I've been to Cracker Barrel on numerous occasions, especially before I became vegan. I haven't been back to Cracker Barrel since I've become vegan because I don't think they have anything for me. But I know they have an extensive gift shop, while you're waiting to be seated. And it never once dawned on me, maybe they have trading cards there. That never crossed my mind. Yet, I'm watching a YouTube video and the video's like, hey, Cracker Barrel has cards. Don't sleep on Cracker Barrel. So I go into a Cracker Barrel and sure enough, they had cards. They didn't have anything that I wanted. But, and I've said this, and this is something that if you're watching these YouTube videos, you must keep this in mind. Not all establishments are created equal. Not all Cracker Barrels are created equal. So if you see someone that's living in the Northwest in Ohio, you know what I mean? Or the Midwest, excuse me, in Ohio, going to their local Cracker Barrel and finding cards, don't think that you're going to stroll into your local Cracker Barrel and find cards. Because it doesn't work that way. Don't think because you see someone running into their Hobby Lobby. And I told you this story already about Hobby Lobby and getting excited. Like, oh, who thinks to go in a Hobby Lobby looking for cards? Well, obviously, I'm not the only one watching YouTube. Don't think that because they ran into a Hobby Lobby and they had this big spread that you're going to walk into a Hobby Lobby and they're going to be cards everywhere. Because I was disappointed when I walked into my Hobby Lobby. There wasn't shit really in there. So, all stores are not created equal. I think you know that, but I feel like it bears mentioning because not all stores are created equal. And I've said it before and I'll say it again and you'll probably hear me say that many more times. But it's been an adventure to say the least. Someone's like, yo, Barnes & Nobles has cards. I'm looking at this video. I'm like, Barnes & Nobles? What? I go in my Barnes & Nobles. Nothing. Crickets. Okay? Somebody else went into Michael's. They had cards. My Michael's, they looked at me like I had 6 eyes. They looked at me like, you do know this is an arts and crafts store, right? Get out. So hunting in the wild has been an adventure, And it's crazy because while there are a lot of places that carry cards, most of them either don't have them, do have them, but don't have anything that you want, or it's just not in the cards for you to find them because everyone's beat you to the punch already. You're not the only one that figured out that this place that shouldn't have cards but does has cards. So they're no longer there because, and again, finding out when the trucks come, like that's not something I'm really truly looking to do. Even though if you truly want the advantage, if you want the upper hand, if you're serious about landing cards in the wild, you need to figure out when the truck comes. That's going to give you the best chance to land cards in the store. But I told you, I'm over that. The only store that I know when the truck comes and I'm going to make an appearance every week is Walmart. That's it. I'm not going out of my way to find out when the truck comes at Hobby Lobby or when Cracker Barrel is going to get a new shipment of cards. I don't care enough. I don't care enough. And I'm not willing to waste enough time of my day. I told you it's a non-renewable resource. I'm not willing to waste enough time of my day to go out and figure out if Cracker Barrel is going to get some new cards this week. If Hobby Lobby's, like, if I'm in the area, yeah, I'll stop by. It'll take me 2 minutes to stop in there and see if they've restocked and if they have anything that interests me. Sure, but I'm not making a special trip to Cracker Barrel or to Hobby Lobby or to Barnes & Nobles or any of these other stores that may or may not have cards in my area. That people online hunting in the wild have found them in abundance in their areas, shopping for them. I'm not willing to do that. Yeah, I'll stop in if I'm close by. Give me a reason and I'll do it, but I'm not going out of my way. Hunting in the wild has been an adventure, to say the least, but I think I finally found that balance I was looking for. You know, I still feel like I'm wasting too much time on my Fridays. I think I'm wasting way too much time driving around looking on Fridays because I feel like I could be way more productive doing something else with my time, where I leave the house at 10 in the morning and I don't get back until 2:30 sometimes in the afternoon. Like that's too much time out on the roads, darting in and out of stores looking for cards. I could be going to the gym and getting a workout in. I could be doing some work here in the office and getting things done. Like I feel like I could be way more productive than going in and out of stores. And you know what? I'd feel a lot better about that and a lot less apprehensive to do it if I actually came out with something. But last week, I literally did that. In and out of stores, in and out of a Cracker Barrel, in and out of a Hobby Lobby, in and out of 2 or 3 different Walmarts, in and out of a few Targets, in and out of Barnes & Nobles. Nothing. I came away with nothing. And that's when you hit that point where you say, what the hell am I doing right now? You know, for me, I can't speak for you. For me, that's when I go, okay, I can't keep doing this. I don't have this kind of time to waste. But had I come out of one of those establishments with a bag full of cards, it would have changed everything. It would have changed everything. It would have changed my whole perspective on what I had just done because it would have made it worth it. But you stack a couple of those empty 3-hour trips on top of each other and you're staring at 12 to 15 hours and you're saying, okay, wait a minute. What are we really doing now? 3 hours is a lot of time. That's a great nap. 3 hours is, you know what I mean? For someone like myself that could use more sleep, 3 hours is an eternity. I could do a lot of things with 3 hours. Sort of like how I used to feel about $3 back in the day. I could do a lot with $3. McDonald's has an excellent dollar menu. So does Wendy's. I could do a lot with $3. Not anymore. $3 doesn't go as far as it used to. But hell, I could do a lot with 3 hours. Anyway, I got a story to tell about one of my experiences in the wild. And I want to know if you guys have encountered the same thing. I'm going to save that for another podcast episode. Maybe next episode, we'll dive into the story. It'll be story time with your man, Louie T, about one of my experiences scooping up some cards. But we'll save that for another episode. Let's get into today's packed rip and the 2021 Donruss Elite from the NFL space. Again, not expecting anything of note out of this pack. Really, I've said this already. I'll say it again because I've been really disappointed. Elite has been horrible outside of the hobby box that we opened, which was a ton of fun, which is why I went so ham on all of the blaster boxes and value packs that I found when I went into. And remember, that was one of my first times finding cards at my local Walmart, so I didn't know how to act. I didn't know if I would ever find cards again. So I bought as many as I could. Wrong idea. Bad move. That's bad news. I know now, I know better, but when you know better, you do better, but I didn't know then. So anyway, let's get into these cards quickly. Justin Jefferson, base. Taylor Heineke, base. Brandon Cooks, base. Nick Bosa, base. Patrick Mahomes, base. Joe Montana, base. Aaron Rodgers, base. Derrick Henry, base. Jared Goff, base. George Kittle, base. Joe Burrow, base. Mike Gesicki, base. Aaron Jones, base. Quinnen Williams, base. Pink parallel, Darius Leonard. Pink parallel, Javon Holland, rookie. He's been playing extremely well. Jerry Rice, Spellbound E, pink parallel. DeAndre Hopkins, base. Matthew Stafford, base. Tom Brady, base. Von Miller, base. Julian Edelman, base. DJ Moore, base. Rob Gronkowski, Gronk, base. Drew Lock, base. Tua, base. Luke Kuechly, base. Drew Brees, base. Jerry Rice, base. And the NFL's leading rusher this season, Jonathan Taylor, base. So that is your pack rip of Donruss Elite from 2021. And that is going to do it for this installment of the Card Collector Series podcast. I'm excited about the cards that we'll be opening this week. I'm hoping that Wild Out Wednesday, it's been on a hot streak, man. It's been on a serious heater of late. Hopefully we can keep the party going this week, and excited for what's to come with some of the things that we'll be opening here on the Card Collector Series. And I thank all of you for your continued support. Please continue to like these videos, subscribe if you haven't already done this, and done so, and hit the notification bell. And you know what I'm thinking is that I'll start doing some live videos. You know, when I first started this channel, the essence of it was to try to do a lot of the Wild Out Wednesdays live, and I think I'm going to try to get back to doing that. Maybe as early as this week, we'll see. But one thing's for certain, I'm looking forward to opening up some cards. Feels like I haven't opened up, you know, some cards in a while. That's not true, but that's what it feels like sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you guys next time here on the Card Collector Series podcast. Remember, it's hunting season. It never ends, especially here on the Card Collector Series. All of you out there, take care and happy hunting. I'll see you next time. Louie T.